Hi, Melissa. I've lost count of how many times I've seen automated tests fail for no good reason. It's like one day everything's green, and the next day random failures pop up out of nowhere.
Oh, totally agree, Arjun. Those flaky tests can really mess with your confidence in the code. When tests fail at random, you start ignoring them, which kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it?
Exactly. And once trust is gone, teams hesitate to rely on their automated suite. That slows down releases, and suddenly manual testing starts creeping back in.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. That's why stability and reliability in automation aren't just nice to haves. They're essential if you want to actually catch bugs and speed up development.
Thinking about it, what do you see as the main reasons tests go flaky in the first place?
So many things. Timing issues are a huge one, like when a test expects something to appear instantly, but the app takes a second to load it. That's almost guaranteed to cause random failures.
Oh, the classic race condition. And then there's test data that gets reused or isn't cleaned up properly between runs. I've had entire suites break because a user account was left in a weird state.
Yeah, shared environments can be a nightmare. Or external dependencies. If your test relies on a third-party API and that API is down, suddenly every run goes red for reasons outside your codebase.
That actually reminds me, what are some tricks you use to keep things stable? Because I'm always on the lookout for new strategies.
One thing that's helped a ton is using explicit waits instead of just sleeping for a set amount of time. It makes tests way less brittle since they actually wait for what they care about.
I love that. And isolating test data is huge for me, spinning up new records each run, then cleaning them up after. It's a pain sometimes, but it pays off in fewer mysterious failures.
For sure. I've also started mocking external services wherever possible. That way, my tests don't randomly break just because a third-party integration is acting up.
Last week, we got stuck on whether we were using the right test framework. Have you found certain tools or patterns make a big difference in reliability?
Definitely. For example, frameworks that support test retries can help, but I try not to overuse those. It can mask real problems. Better is using patterns like page objects in UI tests, which makes maintenance easier and tests less fragile.
Good point about retries. They're a band aid at best. I've also seen benefits from using fixtures and setup divided by teardown hooks, so each test runs in a predictable environment.
Yes, and if possible, running tests in parallel really helps reveal hidden dependencies, since issues pop up much faster under parallel conditions.
So even after you've built stable tests, the work isn't really done, right? Tests can get flaky as the codebase changes.
Absolutely. I've learned to treat test maintenance as a continuous process. Just like you refactor code, you need to refactor tests, update them when requirements change, and prune the ones that aren't valuable anymore.
And regular reviews help, too. Sometimes a flaky test just needs a little tweak, or it's pointing out a deeper issue in the product. Ignoring it never works out in the long run.
Exactly. And it's so much easier to deal with small issues often, rather than letting a mountain of flaky tests pile up. Staying proactive really pays off in test stability.